What is up, everybody? My mute hotkey didn't work right there for some odd reason. Hope you're doing well. Source record didn't crash the stream, so that's some good news. I'm feeling better today. I'm pretty sure. Let's check. I didn't realize that my stream bot thing can actually show me who's in chat. No one's in chat, but I never knew that it could display the exact name of the people in chat too, which is pretty interesting. So I'll be keeping that up. In fact, I think I can have a chat window here. I didn't put that in chat though. It's saying I put test in chat. I don't think I did that. Interesting. Yeah, I don't recall. Oh wait, that was just all broadcasts. How do I close that? Interesting. Cool. Now I just need StreamerBot to implement a dark mode and I'll be happy. But currently I'm being flashbanged by it, so I guess this will be a good opportunity to see how fast the StreamerBot updates if people do join. You know what, I'm gonna be right back. I'm probably gonna miss the start of the stream, but I'm gonna try. I'll be right back. I made it back. I will not describe the stupid things I've just done. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time. It's the 5th. It is a Sunday. Good into our weekend so far. Not much to report on. Working on some stuff on the side. I've now made the decision that I'm just not going to talk about like any video projects or projects in general that I'm working on for the channel, as to not instigate, I guess is the right word. I don't know, just inspire any expectations for when things should or shouldn't be released. Not that this has ever been an issue. Just, I think, you know, preventing expectation as to when things happen will prevent, I don't know, just people getting antsy. I don't know. Not that I expect that from you guys. And hey, what's up, Ice Boy? Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year's. I'm not sure if you stopped in between here and then. I can't remember. But yeah, sorry, I'm still out of breath. I did something very dumb before stream. But we're here. We're back. We're gonna get started with kicking off stream with our, you know, usual warm up. We'll head over here. But yeah, nothing really crazy to report on. I'll show the timer just so I don't forget, right? But yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, nothing else to report on. I'm actually I may be heading home to my apartment. Definitely not home. The next 4 days ish, probably sometime around there. Yeah, so that's just kind of how it is for now. Yeah, I'm really not looking forward to going back to my apartment, because that means I have to go back to school, and I don't want to go back to school and work on YouTube videos and coding projects and things that actually bring me joy. School does, just I do not appreciate studying for that much. They need to make it a lot more fun. And my music player is broken. Stupendous. In fact, let's try to fix that really quickly. Cool. I'm also source recording this, so let's pray that it actually saves. It doesn't crash my OBS midstream. Hey, what's up, Dazzling? Oh, cool. First words of the stream. I'm using the stream, what's it called? StreamerBot UI to track everything. So, there's some interesting little things I could do here. Timeout, ban, ignore, highlight. I gotta highlight a user? Can I do that in... Here, we're gonna highlight you, Dazzling. Why do you have a purple name? Wow, this is actually cool. Oh, I could time... Oh, wait. I'm gonna time you out for 1 second. Oh! The message it just gave me, Dazzling, was the scariest message I think that could have happened. Which one is this? Oh. Here, wait. You're always my test subject for these, little experiments with the stream thing. It just said, Dazzling was banned from this channel. That's, that's, interesting to say the least. Anyways, let's be glad that Dazzling actually didn't get banned. Anyways, let's start messing around with stuff that, we don't know how they work, and yeah. But yeah, so I'm assuming Dazzling's been having a chill day. I hope so. Yeah! Happy New Year's! Subscribed, bits donated. The thing, I don't have bits, so like I don't know why it's trying to track bits on there. Anyways, but yeah, Happy New Year's! Hope you're doing well. Hope you started off 2025 strong. This is the wrong paper. You could tell pretty quickly I was using printer paper for some other stuff. Open domain stuff is gonna go nutty. Open domain? Is that like a... Wait, why am I using that paper? I have plenty of paper over here. Is that like a JJK reference? I don't know. Bad joke. Here we go. Also listening to Public Domain Day. I don't know what that is. Anyway, let's look that up. I'll look that up after warm up. Just kidding, I'm looking it up right now. You can't stop me. Oh, this Kavel guy's crazy. Interesting. Oh, I see what you mean. Wednesday, January 1st, 2025. Interesting. I'm not a knower. Anyways, let's do some warm-up. Once again, been practicing with the brush pen. I'm using my older brush pen now, the newer one I got. isn't performing the way I wanted it to, and boy is it difficult. It is hard to control, but that's something we'll get better with as time goes on. Man, I'm loving this new UI. I don't know why YouTube doesn't use this, and I can only have it through StreamerBot, but now I can see who's actively watching the stream or not, which is a bit, honestly, a bit too anal for me. It may cause me to care about the wrong things, but that means I no longer have to ask, hey, if you're here, you know, but feels a bit big brothery, I guess, I don't know. Very interesting line. They're like only separated by a tiny gap. I'm not sure if you guys can. Oh wait, am I still streaming in 1080p? I am, and I'm angry. I'll fix that. Oof. Yikes. Boxes, oh boxes. I've done like 10 boxes today, I think, already. Need to roll up my sleeves. Yeah, that's right, art's getting intense. These are very parallel lines. I think we should have added maybe a tiny bit more foreshortening. Bit of a bendy line. Any new projects from any of you guys? Any new ventures coming 2025? You expanding your crocheting business, Dazzling? Oof. Something's off here. This was way too high, I believe. Yeah? Chilling out, just doodling with pencils. Huge, good to hear. Doodling anything specific? Sorry if I'm being nosy. Solid. I think we're gonna go with this one. Shapes, as you do. Who could go wrong with shapes? We're all drawing shapes. We also ought to practice in our warm-up just general ellipses as opposed to lieutenant ellipses. Tell from the start of that one, we need a bit more ghosting. Oof, wobbly. Decent, but wobbly. Really trying to use my arm right there. As we're supposed to, right? Nice. Feeling a bit better about my ellipses today. Cannot lie. Still a bit wobbly, but it'll improve. We continue. Oof, that was almost really great. Oof, rough. Are we just regressing? Like, what's going on here? Oof. Maybe it's a lack of focus. There we are. Wow. A lot better. We'll call it that for the warm-up. I want to get into drawing our wolf dog today. African wild dog. Why do I keep wanting to say wolf dog? I guess it's close enough to wild dog, but yeah, anyways. Cool. I still want to figure out why my nose gets stuffy right before every stream. I do not understand why. Who cares? Anyways, cool stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna do our typical water break right before we get into it. Yeah. I don't need to overcomplicate it too much. Yeah, we'll be right back. If actually, now's a good chance to experiment. Okay, so yeah, that works. Cool. Okay, so we'll be right back. Good stuff. Oh man, I wish we were streaming in 1080p. I need to remember to change it. I can't believe we've been going this long without it. Ugh. Anyways. Cool. Let's get to it. So, our goal for today is to have a somewhat cohesive base forms for our African wild dog with respect, or respecting proportions, kind of what we were drilling into our heads yesterday. Being neurotic and moving pages around. I don't really have any room on my desk anymore. I need to get like a $30 shelf for all my art supplies that could somehow be mobile so I can like take it with me to college and back, as one does. Ah, shoot, streaming is going to be difficult because my setup has completely changed and I don't really have a laptop to stream on. That sucks. We'll figure it out. Anyways, that's not a worry for now, right? So yep, here we'll go back and then we'll pop this in. So yep, we're working with this wild dog. I'm not going to even take a second to look over there at our construction. We're just going to go for it, right? Noting major forms and stuff. I'll actually shrink this for you guys as well, so you guys can see the adorable wolf dog. Some big eye ears need to fit in the frame. There we go. Somewhat centered. Even though it's definitely going to change. Like I could do this and boom, it's no longer centered. Oh wait, there's a transform thing. I could just center horizontally. Nice, cool. Actually, I think I already had it centered, so that works out perfectly. Anyways, cool. So, as for this, let's get into it, I guess. Set our hour timer. Nah, I mean, I don't have anywhere else to put my keyboard, but it'd be nice. I mean, that's the benefit of the apartment, right? Cool. So, without any further ado, yep, sorry, I don't know why I'm blinking so much. Okay, move my mic up a tiny bit for you guys, because I'm going to be doing a lot of looking down at this stream, and then looking up, and then looking down. Cool, let's get started. I almost, what is my brain doing? I almost ended the broadcast. What? Anyways. Cool, so, if I remember correctly, our torso is going to be about 1/4 of the page, technically a tiny bit bigger, but we'll let human error account for that. And then nearly 1 torso over, less than that actually, we'll have our waist. Our waist needs to be angled downwards quite a lot to create that rhythm that's kind of like, you know, this in the page, not just this. Our head is, the front of the torso is about 1/3 into the head. Last time our head was moved way too far to the right. Height isn't a huge issue for the head. Same thing with, actually no, height is an issue for the page though, so we have to be conservative there. It's only just a tiny bit above the rib cage. So yeah, let's get to it. Probably not want a more fresh pen. I have a fresh pen, cool. Somewhere in the middle here. There we go, okay. And we want our torso to be about 1/4 of the page tall. So about there. We can double check that. That's about good enough. And we want it to be about 70 degrees, maybe 65. Aiming a bit more to the left. There we go. It's a bit skinnier than I want and a bit lower than I want, but as long as we can fit 1.5 of these on the bottom and 1.5 of these on the top. Uh-oh, we may be a bit restricted for height here. Ah, we should be fine. Good. In fact, it's a little bit smaller, but that's fine. And then, so yeah, if it's occupying about this space, then we want just a tiny bit of an overlap from here to about right here. I'd say that's, that size will kind of measure up though. Yeah, basically one of these 3/4 of this we want over here, which lines up pretty well there. We'll have a shorter torso. And then last time we really wanted to emphasize this angle. It's only about, like I said last term, about 5 degrees from horizontal, so we want to be generally below that. And then the center line is about where it should end right here. We said, I can't remember the proportion we gave it last stream, but it's about 3/4, a lot of 3/4 of this, so that's about fine. We just want to grow downwards if we can. Mark that as our edge. There we go. And if there is, we do want it to be closer to 90 degrees, so I would say like 80 degrees is good for this, and we want our major axis to be somewhere along that. I'm also going to move everything in a tiny bit, because I always fear about doing all that. Yeah, before we do this, I'm going to take off my hoodie. Psyching myself out as usual. The amount of static electricity emanating from that, I'm pretty sure I still have like some static on me. I'm taking off my hoodie. Anyways, cool. A bit smaller and very angled, but we can do an additive form for the buttocks, so I'm okay with that for now. I'm also not going to do center lines immediately for this, because I don't want it to get too chaotic. I may do it for this one, but probably not that one. We'll see. In this, we want that iconic dip. Nice. That ended a bit too early like last time, but I think we'll be fine. I'm going to give it a second to dry. But yeah, we do have our center line that's going to go up about right here. I'd say generally, I say generally way too much. We'll see it probably near the top, or actually we'll see more of it on the bottom, because the bottom is exposed a bit more, so we'll see it less on the top. My apologies. So we'll see it start right here. Then probably end about right there. Ideally. Will we accomplish this? Who knows? And then, yeah, from that, it's actually important we do that center line there, because then we can establish the connection between the neck and head. And then we have to draw the head before that, but I'm also going to hide the timer so I don't distract myself with it, even though I could still see it, so there's not really a point. So we want it more on the bottom. It's all could have been a bit better line work, but that's okay. Now we have our head. So here's probably the hardest part of it. Not even make the head a bit smaller, but we can know through some plumb lines that only goes through about a third. And then if here's the top of our form, then we actually, it would practically meet the top of the form. Let's do this, let's measure this a bit more intensely though. Or, I don't know a better word for that, but scrutinize it a bit more, I don't know. The head itself is about a little more than a half, so about 5/8. So yeah, we know we're gonna go up here. We know it's barely gonna scrape under, and I'd rather push it up a bit more. And then to the right, about a third of it's gonna go over here. And if we know it's about 3/5, it's gonna be about this tall. Once again, I'd rather go up a tiny bit. So we're looking at that probably. Maybe a bit bigger. I'd rather not make the head too big though, so I think we'll be conservative and stick with that. I'll bring it up actually a tiny bit more though. Make a circle in there. Just gotta make sure the third of it lands over there. It should be okay. Yeah. In fact, we could probably push it a bit more to the left, but... In fact, it would be better, wouldn't it? Because we have so much... Yeah, I'd rather push it more to the left than we need. Well, that fell apart rather quickly. Oh, jeez. That went quite poorly. Well, let's analyze the proportions. Once again, we need to move it much more to the left, so we'll pass this one aside. So it kind of works out that that one... But yeah, and I wasn't... These proportions are making me upset. I just want to draw larger, but I know we won't have that much room. That is just part of trusting the process then. And I feel like, also, I should just put less pressure both on myself and on the pen on the page. Once again, about 65 degrees, 70 degrees, fourth of the page. Looking about like right there. Bit smaller. We can go a bit larger than this. I think I psyched myself out on the cranium too. That is awfully small, isn't it? But I think it ought to work. It just feels a bit too small. We'll stick with it. Go about right here. Basically we want 3/4 of it out. I realized that's what we were doing the whole time, so... and then we want to be a bit down. It's hard to see this at an angle, but... maybe about right here. Went about 3/4 of it, so that seems like a good measure right there. Not my best line work, but we gotta stick with it. Feeling a bit lost in it right now, but we'll continue. I feel like this should have been smaller height-wise, because we're kind of suffering down here when it comes to the belly. Ah, yeah, I don't believe in that being 3D. Yeah, that ain't right. You look at my reference more as well. Bit longer than what I wanted, so we're gonna kind of squeeze the buttocks form in here. Ooh, we're cutting it close right there. Should be fine. It's gonna be close though. I think that's... I think my placement in the pelvis is just weird every time, but let's stick with it. Can only be so meticulous about it. I'm just not believing this. I know that's tough to believe, but it's just not... I'm trying to look at the other one and see the differences. Whether it's the quality of the ellipse, something just isn't clicking for me. And proportion-wise, the shape just feels... not even proportion-wise, just in general, the shape feels very off. Let's do the... We also should just place the waist a lot better. Place the waist a lot lower. Continue. At some point we'll just have to call it, right? I'm gonna go about half. I'm not gonna overwhelm myself this time with what is a quarter, but Very wobbly. I think I'm leaning towards perfectionism though. Like analyzing the thoughts in my brain, I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Let's make the torso a lot lower this time, or the pelvis. Sorry. We'll go about a quarter there. Here's the end. And so yeah, if we're gonna do a measurement, like here would be the gap. So that's the top left corner. And we remember that it's about 3/4. I'm gonna say conservatively about right here. Move it a bit lower than we need. I'm gonna believe in this one. I see this in 3D a bit more. Will the sausage form be very strange? Yes, but we'll have to trust. Oh, that's so weird. Ah, man. Yeah, I just can't say I'm seeing it. Once again, it wouldn't be a Kavel stream without 800 redos, but we march on. No, we're not. That's rough. That is weirdly has a pattern too, which is bothers me a bit. Kind of just turning to instincts now, but I'm not sure if that's an excuse for rushing or not. I'm gonna stick with that. Feels a bit better. Now this is obviously much more spherical. So I'd say 2 of these fit in there now. Make the pelvis a lot smaller this time. Now as for the angle, I don't... I just don't believe in it. It's... I guess this is just a leap of faith at this point. We gotta trust in it. Whew. Not a fun feeling, though. It's a bit straighter than what I wanted, but it's okay. Then we have a smaller hole up here for the neck. And let's see, proportions wise, it's gonna be kind of at the middle here. Oh, we should probably actually worry about the skull first. So yeah, right, like we said, what we've struggled to do so many times is make this actually a third. So that means the center of the head should be about right here. We know it to be about 3/4 or 5/8. And just don't be scared of making it go far to the left. Definitely not circular, but we're gonna stick with it for now. So yeah, as for the neck, we know at least we captured closer to the third this time. Should have pushed it out just a tiny bit more, but it's whatever. Let's work on that intersection. So the neck will go, it actually just kind of has this motion. In the intersection we can claim to be almost at the halfway mark. I'd say a bit lower, but that's also with the fluff on it, because I'd say right here, and that's essentially the middle. So yeah, we'll stick it right there. And as for the distance it goes, if this is our form, then about right here, I'd say. I'm going to trust in this for now. It's going to require a lot of trust, but I'm going to. Let's work on those legs. So, also, yeah, we'll... That's should have gone higher up, whatever. So yeah, we have this very important leg form in the back that I want to capture first. I think that's one of the most important ones to me. Because yeah, we have our form in here, and then we have this big chunky leg that I'm going to span all the way down here, so at the bottom of the chest, that low. And it definitely makes its own room outside. Because if this is what we have going on right here. Maybe a bit smaller. That means, yeah, we have this form out here. If we relate it back to our central form, we'll notice that's maybe a third off the top, maybe a fourth even. I'd say a third. So about right here in height. That feels pretty good. Because yeah, we want to capture this silhouette. So yeah, we'll have a form spanning about this. I won't say there's much else to it. And we have to remember, it is kind of pointing towards us. We see this line, but we are also, that is an additive form in there that will be connecting between the sphere of the pelvis and this spheroid. And the pelvis is practically a sphere, but we wanted it to be a spheroid. Like this, and then we'll of course have the additive form in there. So yeah. Make sure we get the angle right as well. Feel like I pointed a bit way too far away from us. The degree should have been smaller. Because now that looks like the center line's all the way over here when we really want it to be facing us a lot more. And the major axis probably should have been tilted up a bit more. So remember, note to self next time, really, yeah, this is tilted way too much. Is it recoverable? I think. We'll continue. Now we have that sausage form, which goes down, another important one, to the heel. For now, though, actually, I want to focus on these. The biceps. Let's see, this one is probably near the end over here. We have a, a set distance between these. I'd say probably right here. Let's see, it ends, and we only have a small gap between that and the head. That's where it starts. Not sure if head gap measurements are accurate, but that's about how I feel. Now this is obviously taking up a lot more of the form than I wanted. So is the head too far to the left? What's going on here? You're right. I am interested. Hmm. I think we have something severely messed up here. I just couldn't tell you what. Because yeah, here's the start of that form. Here's the end of it. It does curve in and occupy quite a bit of space. So it does almost touch the head at some point. Yeah, the head's all the way over here. Huh. Let's see, if this is our sphere, then it's pretty much in the middle. Like right here, doing this. Yeah, what I'm using to measure it essentially is kind of this, basing it off of this. Technically it's going to be a bit smaller, because we have that additive form for the shoulders. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, we know to span about right here. I don't know, man. It's pretty much on the same level. I'm gonna drop it a bit lower, actually. into the arm so we can better form that. So it'd be that feels pretty voluminous. Voluminous? I don't know. Voluminous. Anyways, that's just a reason we're going to be extending it past the bottom because we don't want these to be collinear. That'd be weird, right? Instead, something of that sort I like. It's just very strange to me how much it's in the middle. I can't get my head over that. Make sure I'm looking at this in 3D first, but this line is very important to me, so I should really be capitalizing on that. So if it goes like this, then yeah, I'd say probably about right here is where that line happens. It's a bit stiff. Really lacking on that negative shape right there, but I feel like we can do something with it. Now we have this one over here. The hard part is that these do not touch. So this one I'm actually going to bring out just a tiny bit. It's just weird, because yeah, we have this, which I think I did bring too far to the left. Dangerously far even. We're gonna have that. Just mine is way too far in the middle. So you have this for the center line. Oh, I don't want to redo it, but I feel like it's just way too far forward. Oh, I should have used a center line to like measure that up. Alrighty, I like this one. We're gonna put it to the side. I know I keep saying that, but I think we're getting to the perfectionism levels now, so in reality, this is probably, no matter what I like or don't like about it, I need to leverage plumb lines more for the placement of these. Maybe I should let my gut just do it. I feel like that's a bad idea, though. My gut's never been right, except for when I'm hungry. Thinking. I feel like it should just be a bit more relative to that. I like that a lot. Move it to the right a tiny bit. I'm not going to do that center line just yet. Oh, I smeared. Foul. Trying to get that out of there. I like this shape a lot. Let's stick with it. Let's do it justice with a properly aligned cranium. Something I feel like I do not have in the real world. Up and to the left. 3/4. Oh no, it seems we're not going to have enough room for the ears. We have to squish them a bit. I'll stick with it. It's a bit lopsided, but I think we hit the third pretty nicely there. Then once again, we have about the halfway mark. We want this motion going in, and it's pretty sharp. We'll be adding fluff to it, so we'll actually go right there. And for this one, it goes back pretty immediately. So we'll go right there. Ooh, looks a bit strange, but we'll... Why am I pulling towards myself? Very goofy neck. But we're gonna stick with it for now. Very goofy indeed. We're gonna need some additive forms to maybe correct that. Because yeah, originally I would have went like this. But I feel like our additive forms will... See, we have this. Oh wait, no, we need to go like this. Because the neck is like coming from us and then out, in like this. So it's like this and then down and in. So let's hit this again. Wait. Wow. I see what the neck is doing now. Do I wish I could have made of all these inferences instantly? Yes. What? Where am I getting all this like excess ink on my hands from? Jeez. This is kind of distracting. Yikes. That wasn't necessarily correct and it was a very large degree. Oof. I did it again. Oh. I'm not sure if now it's just a focus issue because I'm overwhelming myself. Let's go back to that neck. Yeah, it needs to have this motion. Mine was kind of like this, which was the issue. Maybe not that high of a degree, but that's what I'm aiming for here. And this, yeah, we need a smaller degree on that center ellipse. Nice. It's a bit small, but it'll work. It's a bit longer too. Oh, my eyes. Straining for this long probably is not a good idea. Oof. Oh my what? Oh, I was going so well too. I guess we're just spamming today. I'll own up to it. Good days and bad days, I guess. Then again, I usually do this when it comes to constructions. I'm determined though, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing. Knowing when to pause is also very important, not popular. Not popular at all. Take a quick sip of water. Let's get back to it. the last one was so good too. This is so disappointing. Okay, I think the spam's over. I'm calling it. We either use this one or we just use one of the previous ones we've used, because this has gotten excessive. It's a bit higher. We can't spam all day, unfortunately. We do have to make a choice to just stick with what we have, whether we like that or not. This is very much 3/4, very much also on just the different side of the page. Go. That is a huge pelvis. Also practically on the same level. Yeah, that's too far forward. Okay, let's pick one that we've already worked on. I couldn't even tell you why I threw this one out. This one's okay. So yeah, if we have a ellipse of this size, transfer it over, it's actually pretty much 1-to-1, maybe a bit back right there. Possibly larger than that. Oh man, I keep making that degree just so off. I don't know how to fix that. I mean, other than doing it correctly the first time, right? Well, I'm gonna stick to my word. I mean, we have plenty to sort through here. Not totally impressed by that, but we'll continue. I don't like that initial hump I did right there, but we'll live. As for the head, oof. We're gonna go right here, that's a third, so we're gonna go right here and up a little bit, even a bit more. We know that's about 3/4. Now we know the motion that we want here. We want this kind of going out effect. don't know really what to call it, but about right there. And this one simply kind of just goes in. It's not too complicated. That forms this. Started that a bit too early, but we're going to stick with it. Oof. That's a very courageous neck. Going through all of our attempts today, and it's a bit demeaning, but let's see. I just hate the line work on our newest one, but we'll stick with it. This one's also fine. It's just that the arm is in such an egregious place. I'm trying to think if we can correct that in any way by placing this arm out further. But that's just not true, because we know the form to be right here. Just if we put it right here, we will not have the negative shape we want, this, without undermining how large this one is. Because yeah, you're right. Yeah, that arm's just in the complete wrong spot. And the head doesn't need to be larger. We'll stick with this. The line work does not impress me though, which is disappointing. Alrighty. So as for the leg, we know it lands a little bit below here, because it's going to consume a bit of the knee, right? So we have this horizontal line, then we go a bit beneath. And then we have our, pelvis right here. Something of the sort. So we just want this to stick out only a tiny bit, about right here. We want it to form the correct angle. It's going to be still going up a lot and the degree is a bit smaller. Height-wise, we want it to end about a bit through the neck right here, so I think that'd be fine. It started right there. So if we just kind of... I kind of see it. Yeah, and I think we'll leave that there. We have a... What is it? Yeah, 1 minute left, so we'll call it that. Honestly, I may work on this in my free time, because I'm just not happy with the product right now. But we did plenty of do-overs, so we'll see, right? But yeah, just let my mind sit with it for a bit. There's always this technical, mechanical issue whenever it comes to starting these streams, or starting these constructions, I should say, right? Oh goodness, whoa, how did I make that? But yeah, so we'll leave that for now. To say I'm disappointed, yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with our work so far, and also just in my, behavior sounds intense. It sounds like I'm a principal or something, but a lot of redos, and I should really just accept it. It's hard to get over that mentality though, to be completely honest, so we'll figure it out. But for now, we'll leave it here before, I rush anything else. I feel like I am rushing, and that's taking away a large part of it. But yeah, so with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Bit of a quieter night, still recovering from being sick. I'm mostly better now, though. Thank you, Dazzling and Iceboy, for joining us, and of course, Rise and Delano and everybody else in our hearts. But yeah, so should be a pretty much normal stream schedule. We do want to finish this up before the wild duck construction, before we head back to college, and then we'll be doing our hoofed quadrupeds then. But with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.